Hello everyone, this is Mrs. Mohmita Maiti, and today we are going to start a new chapter named Leaving the Valley. This extract has been taken from the biography of Malala Yousafzai. Now let's have a look at the quote. One child, one teacher, one pen and one book can change the world. This has been said by Malala herself. Malala Yousafzai was born in Mingora in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province of Pakistan. She was inspired by her father, who was an educational activist, to take up the cause for girls. At an early age, she began speaking about the right to education for girls, bringing her into the limelight. Today, she is internationally recognized as an advocate for the education of women. She is an exceptional Nobel Award winning girl who faced terrorism with bravery and valor. She did not let go of her standing grounds and faced all problems with courage. Leaving the Valley is about how she was attacked, and with a heavy heart, she finally decided to leave the place for her and her family's safety. In 2009, when Malala was 12 years old, the growing violence in her region forced her family to flee. Before vacating their home, Malala stood on the roof of the house and felt as if everything was silent. She could realize that there was no sound from the wind or the river. Even the birds were silent. She stared at the snow-topped Mount Elam. Her heart felt like crying. Everything happened just the opposite of what she had ever expected of. Her school got closed. She was preparing to leave Swat. She always dreamt that Swat would be free of the Taliban one day, but her dream did not come true. Malala almost packed her school books with her, but being disheartened, she had to leave it back because they were traveling into someone else's car and there was little room. Finally, everybody was ready to leave the home and the place, as Dr. Afzal and Safina, their neighbors, were going to offer them a lift. On 5th May 2009, they became IDPs. IDPs means internally displaced persons, which sounded like a disease. Everybody packed themselves up in the car. There were children in the laps of adults and smaller children in their laps. Malala was lucky enough to get a seat in Safina's car, but she was sad because she was leaving her school bag behind. And finally, they moved. The roads were full of traffic. There were cars, rickshaws, mule carts, and trucks laden with people and their belongings. It looked as if the entire valley was moving. Finally, they got through the mountain pass and left Swat behind. Malala's father went all of his own to go to Peshawar because he wanted to alert people to what was happening. Malala and her family, except her father, met up with her cousin Khanji, who was going to Besham, from where they could go to Sangla. It was not an easy job to get from Besham to their village. They had to walk 25 kilometers carrying all their things. At points, they were stopped by the army and were not allowed to go. But after Malala's grandmother started crying, the army allowed them to move ahead. Malala stayed in her mother's village, Karshat, with her uncle Faiz Muhammad and his family. Malala was very happy because after they settled there, she started going to school with her cousin Sambal. One day at school, there was a Parents' Day and prize giving ceremony. She read a poem about working hard to achieve a heart's desire and also said, "A diamond must be cut many times before it yields even a tiny jewel." After staying there for about 6 weeks, Malala and her family, accompanied by her father, travelled to Peshawar. So they travelled to Islamabad and then to Haripur. In 2 months, it was their 4th city. At least she was content that their condition was better than those who were living in the camps. Those people had to queue for food and water for hours under the hot sun. She also spent her 12th birthday there, but in that type of situation, nobody remembered. She was upset as she remembered her 11th birthday, which she celebrated with cake, balloons, and her friends. Once again, she wished for peace in her valley. So, children, this was all about this chapter. Please go through the text once again and try to solve the questions all of your own. Once the school reopens, the answers will be discussed with you in your classrooms. Thank you.